These are one of the exam related questions which come and they trick most of the students. So whenever you see something like this, just know that they are giving you this information in order for you to draw a diagram. You see, they say don't use a calculator. So if you use a calculator, they will penalize you. Okay? So you mustn't use a calculator, but instead you must draw a diagram. And I'm going to show you how to do so. Okay, so first of all, we are given sine A. Okay, they say that sine A is equal to negative 4 over 5. Remember, sine means y over r. This means it's the opposite over the hypotenuse, right? So to draw your diagram, I use this method. You're going to check. They say sine A is negative. The main idea there is on the negative side. They say it's negative. So you're going to check where is sine negative. In which quadrant between the four is sine negative? Well, it's in this quadrant and this quadrant. Then you make the first cross. Okay, we know that here is 90, here is 180, and here is 270. And then here is 360, and then 0 degrees. So they say where A, which is the angle, is between 90 and 270. Meaning it's from 90 going to 270 and we don't pass there. Which quadrant do we cover there? Well, we cover quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. The quadrant with 2 ticks or 2 crosses is the one in which our diagram will be in. This means our diagram will be in quadrant 3. I repeat. First of all, you check, is sine A that is given here? Sometimes it can be given as cos or tan. Is the trig ratio that is given there negative or positive? If it's negative, check in which quadrants is the sign negative. Use this. All students take coffee. This means that here sign is positive in here and in here, and it's negative in here and in here. Okay, that's why we made cross in the third and the fourth at first. Then we're going to check. They say must be between 90 and 270. This means the angle must be between 90 and we move in an anti-clockwise or counterclockwise direction. Okay, and we cover the quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. So make sure you're able to do these things. Guys, drawing this diagram is one of the best things. I'm not sure if there's a mark for the diagram, but there are marks out there which will help you after drawing this diagram. So make sure you don't lose these marks. These are just marks which every one of us can grab. Okay, my teacher used to call them giveaways. Like everyone can. Oh, okay, everyone can get this. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so let me erase here. So let's see. We said that our diagram will be in the third quadrant, right? Our diagram will be like this. Okay, must start from the origin. Nice one. And we know that the numbers here must be negative. Even here must be negative. But the hypotenuse is a length and can never be negative, guys. Okay? So we said that sine is equal to y over r. This means that our y in this case is 4. But because the y is on the downside will be negative 4. I hope you understand this. And the hypotenuse is never negative and will be 5. And we have to solve for x here using Pythagoras because sorry, here is 90 degrees. So we must solve by Pythagoras x. Okay, so let's do it. We know Pythagoras says that r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. This is basically grade 8 revision. So r squared is 5 squared is equal to, we are looking for x squared plus y squared, which is minus 4 squared. Remember, every number we square becomes positive. So 5 squared is 25 is equal to x squared plus 16. And then if we say 25 minus 16 is equal to x squared. 25 minus 16 is 9. 9 equal to x squared. Then you must square both sides. On squaring both sides, please, whenever you square, say plus or minus the square root of the number here. Okay? Because in actual fact, square root means there are two solutions, plus and minus. Okay? So make sure you understand. And then we're going to choose, are we going to plug x as 3 or as negative 3? Well, it's on you. the ball is on you guys to choose. Well, note that we are going to plug the negative 1 because we're on the negative x-axis, right? And this will be negative 3. And you see, you will see how easy it will be to answer the questions now. Let's erase here. Okay. And the last part. Okay, so let's see. The first question says, determine sign of negative a. Sorry. So, sign of negative a. Okay. Negative a is a negative angle, which is in the 4th quadrant. Okay. And how is sine in the 4th quadrant? Well, it's negative. This is the same as negative sine a. And check how simple it is. What is sine a? Sine a is what is given in the statement. They say sine a is negative 4 over 5. Then I'm going to say negative. Then where you see sine a, you plug negative 4 over 5. You don't have to sweat a lot. And the negative cancels the negative, and you are left with 4 over 5. You see? Then you earn yourself the first 2 marks. Then you go to cos a. Cos a is given as x over r. Okay? What is x? X is negative 3. We just found it using Pythagoras. And r is the hypotenuse, which is 5. Just by writing this, you've got 2 marks. See how easy it is now. So make sure, guys, you don't waste marks in the exam. Those marks which you can grab, please make sure you grab them. Okay? Yes, there are some which are difficult, but those ones which you can grab, sorry, make sure you do so. Then now let's do the last one. Sine of a minus 45. Well, in this case, you have to expand this. Okay? We said that in one of the lessons, sine a minus b is equal to sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Okay? So, we're going to expand this as well, following the same sequence. So, this means that we can take our a here, our alpha is a, and this one as b. And therefore, sine a minus 45 will be equal to sine a cos 45 minus cos a sine 45. So, it's a compound angle identity that we have proved in one of the lessons. So make sure you revisit them if you have forgotten. Okay? So what is sine a? Sine a, we know it. Okay? It's what is given in the statement. It's negative 4 over 5. And cos 45 is a special angle that is square root of 2 over 2. Minus cos a, we've done it. We said it was negative 3 over 5 in the previous equation. Then sine 45 and cos 45 are the same. They are 2 over 2. So now let's simplify and see how we can do this. So this will give us negative 4 root 2 over 5 times 2 is 10. Okay? Minus, okay, let's just keep the minus for now. Negative 3 root 2 over 10. And now let's see. They said don't use a calculator, so don't cheat the examiner. So negative 4 root 2 over 10 plus negative times negative is plus 3 root 2 over 10. Remember, a over b plus c over b. As long as the denominators are the same, we can keep the denominator and add the numerators. Right? So here we can keep the 10 and add negative 4 root 2 plus 3 root 2. Okay? So, what is negative 4 root 2 plus 3 root 2? Okay, let's say root 2 is x. What is negative 4x plus 3x, guys? Is negative x. So this means that because we said let x be root 2, this means our x is equal to negative root 2 and over 10. And this is our final answer. So make sure you're able to solve these questions. These are one of the marks which everyone in the exam is supposed to grab. Thank you for watching.